Or just pretend you're doing it to your mum.
Do what to my mum? I'm off to White City Place to go and record an interview with the phenomenal Kiko Matthews, who single-handedly rode across the Atlantic unassisted and smashed the previous record and managed to cross in 39 days and 8 hours. And so I'm super looking forward to that because it's been a while since I haven't interviewed someone, and we're going to be recording it from the podcast pod next to the BBC Media Village. So excited, super excited this morning, and it's a beautiful day. You can't see it, but it's a beautiful day. I'm finally here at White City. I'm actually early today, and in case you didn't know, on the 12th of June 2018, I'm actually going to be hosting a live episode of the Unconventionalist podcast, the 100th episode, with David Baker, the founding managing editor of Wide magazine. And one of the things I'm going to be doing today is checking out the venue where we'll be hosting the event. So that's really exciting. So that's where I record my podcasts these days, since becoming a dad and not being able to record them at home. It's a really cool little podcast pod at White City Place. I haven't been here before. It's in the heart of the BBC Media Village, and there's a bunch of cool restaurants and places to hang out. And of course, you've got the pod where you can record your podcast. So come and check it out. Showing Cloud around this amazing space. Cloud, how excited are you about the event?
I'm very excited. I've always been excited. Just want to get on with it.
So I've just been shown the venue where we're going to be hosting the live episode of the 100th episode of the Unconventional podcast on the 12th of June, and it is amazing. I'm just going to walk you through really quickly just so you can get a bit of a sneak preview. But that's going to be the stage with like a big ass screen there, and then you've got at the back here we're going to have like a magician technician who's going to be capturing the whole event, both camera capability and audio. And then you've got Lulu running in the back there, and this way everyone's gonna be standing and sitting. But look at this, how cool is this? There's a big open screen in the back so that people walking by can actually see the event that's happening. Guys, I'm so excited about this, like cannot wait. This has been a dream in the making for a few years, so I hope you'll be there. The 12th of June, tickets available below this video. A few left, I'm sure. So go ahead and click and get yourself your ticket there. Be part of history and be part of the audience. Can't wait. Ah.
Yeah? Yeah, I reckon that's good.
Setting up, what do you think?
Yeah.
Looking good?
Looking good.
Looking good. Introduce today's guest, Kiko Matthews, who, when I was reading up about it, I was like, surely this can't be real. This story can't be real. And I think
it's even more ridiculous when I completed it as well.
Yeah, and so what we're talking about is Kiko attempted and succeeded at rowing across the Atlantic unassisted on your own, and we were trying to smash the previous record, which, by the way, was held by a French lady.
I know.
I believe, so we're gonna have to pick a little boat after that. But incredible, 39 days, right? 8 hours and
49 days.
49
I mean,
days.
I'll have 39.
Yeah.
Let's stick with 39. So I just phoned them up and was like, guys, I think can I solo row the Atlantic? They're like, yes, we've been waiting for you to say that. You're strong and mental enough. And I was like, brilliant, great. What about the world record? Yep, it's there to be broken. Well, let's do it. And that was about as far as the thought process went.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Kiko Matthews, and we just finished and wrapped up a very sweaty interview.
You can see the shine.
It's like a super sweaty interview here at the podcasting pod at White City Place. And so Kiko, I didn't tell you this, and I didn't prepare you for this, but I'm doing a vlog at the moment because I'm journeying I'm documenting my journey to my stand-up comedy debut, and I'm not that funny, and it's on the 17th of June for charity. So, any tips or advice for someone who is terrified about stepping on stage to do a stand-up comedy in front of a live audience of 100 people?
All you've got to think is that no one else is standing up on stage and doing it, so you're like, that's amazing that you've even got that far.
There are the people.
Oh, but only like a few.
Yeah.
But the rest of the audience generally is.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
I mean, they haven't got the balls to do it, so.
I'll take that.
Or just pretend you're doing it to your mum.
Do what to my mum?
The stand-up comedy mum.
Alright, make sure to go and follow Kiko online at Kiko Matthews, who's just completed an incredible adventure across the Atlantic. Record breaker? Record holder?
Record holder and breaker.
Yeah.
Well, it's the same thing, isn't it?
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Actually got two, but we don't need to talk about them separately.
What's the second one?
Oh, it's just the type of boat, but you know, if you're being picky about it.
Oh!
I get 2 certificates.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, go and follow Kiko, she's awesome. I just finished my interview with Kiko Matthews, super inspiring, like incredible story, really. Can't wait to share that podcast with you. It'll be available on iTunes and SoundCloud and so forth. And yeah, again, I cannot tell you how excited I am about the 12th of June. The podcast live is going to be phenomenal. Like, you're going to so regret it if you don't show up and be there. So get your tickets. And I really need to get cracking on this homework for week 3. So that's what I'll do next. I'm at my co-working space So I was intending to record the actual preparation of the homework, but I ran out of batteries. So I came a little bit earlier to meet up with a few of the other classmates of the course, get a bit of liquid courage, down a pint, and we're about to go for week 3. Matthew just forgot to pay and I almost just died. No idea how this is going to go, and I've got batteries this week on my camera, and I ran out of battery at my co-working space, but stay tuned. This is a little hangout room that we kind of collect to, and we're off to the pub. Say what's up, Keith.
What's up?
What's up? That's Keith, the main man, teaching us the ropes. And yeah, so week 3, and the big kind of learning today was around how to actually apply techniques and stand-up techniques to the material that you've already written. And it's tough, you know, because you have to stand up every week, get out there and practice something that's raw and unfinished and unpolished, and sometimes some of the stuff lands, sometimes it bombs, and some other people are great, and it's a really interesting process. It really is, because it brings up all sorts of stuff like my perfectionist, wanting to get it right, overthinking, when really this is all about connecting. It's about making sure that you connect to what you really believe and what you really see and really feel, not what you think should be funny or what you think you should say. And so there's a lot of yeah, growth in this that I'm really appreciating and also struggling with. And it reminds me of what Joe Rogan said during an interview with Aubrey Marcus on the Aubrey Marcus podcast, where he said he was explaining how he went from being a Taekwondo champion, national champion, to starting stand-up comedy and really sucked, and how that was one of the hardest things to do. When you go from being really good at something to being really shit at something, it's one of the most humbling and difficult journeys, and that's how it feels to me, right? Going from being very comfortable on stage and at public speaking and presentation and workshops and coaching and teaching and so forth, to coming to being a stand-up comedian and feeling like I'm a total beginner. So stay tuned for next week's episode, where I'll be interviewing Roger Frampton, TEDx sensation and movement expert, male model, as well as getting ready to apply some technique to my material. That's exciting. In the meantime, off to go and get some pints with the rest of the group. I'll see you next time.